Hey folks, everyone's starting to come in. Really, a room. Just give it a couple minutes. Yeah, we're going to be starting and just let everyone come into the room. Oh, wow. We have about 15, 16, 17. Yeah, we're up to 20 people and people are still coming in. So we'll just give it a couple moments. Welcome, Lavanya, Macy, Diane, Brian, Preet, Tim, Yasmin. This is excellent. Really appreciate you coming in. Anuba, Devindra, hi Jagdeep, Anita, good seeing you, seeing everyone there. Sunny Batra's here. All right, excellent. We'll just give it a couple more minutes, let some people come in. Robert, we see you. Lydia, Sheikh, Ahmed, Patrick, Cheryl, Mina, Donna, and Farah. Oh, this is excellent. Everyone's starting to come in. Just give it one more minute. Okay, we're gonna give it a start right now. Wow, people are still coming in. Hello, Jovito, Nemo. It's good seeing everyone here. Let me just get the audio going here. So today we are going to be talking about Artform. I know, but before I begin, I would like to thank each and everyone for everyone for coming out. I know it's a huge commitment of your time, energy, and effort to be here, and I really do appreciate it. I'm going to be committed to making today very much worth your while. I always start off, and I hope it's okay, with talking a little bit about myself and how I got to be here. So, my name is Brian Prasad, and I wrote this book called Investing in Condominiums, just pulling it up right now, and it is on Amazon. This book took me 1 year to write, over 80,000 words. And for that book, I put every single condo building into a spreadsheet to figure out what causes condos to go up in value. Thousands of hours of writing and interviews to be able to put that together. And since I wrote that book, I've been using the knowledge that I gained from it to help people buy condos that are great investments and great places to live. And that brings us to Artform. Artform is going to be built, and one of the big factors that we need to know is who's the builder. It's Emblem. Emblem Development is one of the fastest growing real estate development companies in the GTA. They have over $1.1 billion of real estate that they're going to be developing. That's over 1,600 residences. And, and during this webinar, I'm going to really go into why this builder is going to be making this project extra special in a sea of a lot of Mississauga condos that are coming up. The developer CEO and is Cash Pashutin. He's the founder and CEO of First Avenue Investment Council and Emblem Developments. He has 20 years experience managing the assets of high net worth families. This is a really well capitalized company. Very unique under a lot of builders is that they could start construction right away. They have the capital to do this. So this building is going to go ahead. Their goal is to get projects that are shovel ready, get construction going, and build them really well quality and not delaying the construction at all. And they're going to be building Artform in Mississauga. Gone are the days that we think of Mississauga as a suburb in Toronto. It's really the sixth largest city in Canada, almost 100,000 jobs in the area, 75 Fortune 500 companies, And for the past 7 years, it's been voted one of the safest cities in Canada. A lot of parks and trails. There's a lot of things going forward in Saga that being in the GTA and being Toronto, we don't really notice these things. The building is Artform. It's 17 stories. It's a mid-rise building and 336 units. It has 17,500 square feet of amenity space in the building, and that's a lot for a 17-story building. This level of amenity space is not going to be shared with 600 or 700 of your closest neighbors that you would see in a 34 or 44 story building. It actually has a lot of amenity space for a boutique building, and I think it's going to be really great for the quality of life for people. The ground floor amenities are they're going to have a lounge, a gallery, outdoor courtyard, a kitchen, a screening room, and a party room. Today's end users are really sophisticated, and they want to know what's good value, and they really look at these things. And they just don't look at the price per square foot of the building. They actually look to see how livable the building, and word starts to get out how great amenities are in the building and how good a building is. So here's the party room. Here's the outdoor lounge. The second floor amenities are going to be a co-working space. This is a really huge thing to have in today's work from home environment. And I'll go into a little bit more on why that working from home environment is going to lead to Artform to do really well for future appreciation, both in rents and in price, but has great co-working space. Really important to have a gym, and it's really nicely designed, well designed. The suite finishes are something that we don't see really in any Mississauga projects. In fact, there's no Mississauga project that has this level of finishes. And in a world where there's a lot of units going to be built in Mississauga in the next little while as the area gets built up, I mean, don't you want your building to stand out, especially when people are going to be selling their one bedrooms in Toronto for 700,000 to 800,000 and wanting more space, getting that 2 bedroom and that 1+10 with an extra bath? They're going to demand Toronto level finishes. And one of the things that we note with Artform, if we look at the backsplash, it's all one piece and it fits seamless to the countertops. This is something that we see only in like Yorkville buildings or their massive price upgrades that you pay from the builders. It looks clean, it looks awesome, and it looks nice. I want to be able to show you the passion that this builder is being putting into the thought with all this development. And this is him talking about just the floors. So I just want to show you this. So this just goes into see the level of thought that they're putting into this building. I really haven't seen any condo builders talking about this level of finishes. This is something that we only see with custom home builders. It's actually something really refreshing to see. And we just don't see that in Toronto builders. I mean, let alone a Mississauga builder. So we could see that they're really going for something and they're really striving for something and trying to create really good value. Um, look at this. This is the bathroom. You could see that it has the frameless doors. I don't know if a lot of people understand this. Typically, when you see Mississauga, it's basically just a shower head that you put a counter on. I mean, a curtain on. So you really don't get this level of high quality finishes in Mississauga at all. It's really in boutique buildings in King West or Yorkville that you see this. And we're definitely not at Yorkville pricing here. When I was researching my book, one of the big things that I found that causes a building to appreciate fast is access to transit. And it's no secret that being walking distance to a subway adds value. I mean, we have buildings right now in North York at Allen Road and Wilson that are already at 1,200 per square foot. Why? Because the subway's there. Now, Artform is going to be close to the Dundas bus line that will take BRT that takes you directly to the subway station. It's also walking distance to the new LRT stop along here, Ontario, that connects two cities, Brampton, going all the way down to Port Credit. It's also pretty close to the Cooksville GO station that's going through another multi-billion-dollar development. They're proposing that this Cooksville GO line is going to be electrified, so it's going to be running more, it's going to be quiet, and it'll take you directly to Kipling all the way down to Toronto. Or if you choose, you could go down to the Port Credit GO station, head down to Union. I think most people would be using this LRT to be connecting to Square One and to the Cooksville GO station, and being walking distance to it definitely adds value. Now, even without thinking, having access to transit is really important. And not a lot of people know that this is happening in Mississauga. It's actually a 19-stop LRT stop, 5 stops away from Square One, 1 stop to the GO station. It's over 18 kilometers, and it's going to be completed about the time that this building is going to be completed. So the shovels are already into the ground. This is not a long-term project. This is happening. And the location, a lot of you already know the area, but it's 4 minutes, so again, from the Cooksville GO station, 5-minute drive to the QEW, 6 minutes to the 403. It's really close to a lot of transit, so it's going to be really accessible. Dundas connects, because of all the transit growth, this is going to be the first of a long line of developments that are going to be coming into the area. It's over 52,000 residences and 9,600 jobs that are coming into the area. Cooksville is cooking. It's going to be changing. Look how much development's happening right now. And you know, when we were doing research about the area and we're trying to figure out, you know, is this area a good place to be in? I mean, we were looking at Cooksville being like an area like this. It's not exciting. The area needs, I mean, this is not an area you think that's going to be a really great urban neighborhood, but it's changing, and a lot of buildings are going to be coming into the area. Look at what these proposals are coming in at. They're changing this to this. Look at this. More pedestrian friendly, more transit, more bike lanes, more awesome retail that's going to have big sidewalks and could be really walkable. The area is going to be adding in more bike lanes, more public art coming into the area. It's really going to be creating a new downtown with this LRT that's coming in. It's going to absolutely transform, and it's going to happen quick when this LRT is going to be happening. Artform is not going to be the only development by Emblem in the area. They're ready to go with phase 2, which is kitty corner away. So they're ready, shovel ready for that project as well. And you know what? It's going to be at a higher price per square foot than this. And I'm going to get into pricing in a moment, but what it means to you as an investor, if you're investing in the area that's going through revitalization, and there's projects that are shovel ready, whether it's transit or other condos, you know that that area is going to be developing quick, and you're going to be wishing that you got in at the ground floor on this. The area is going to be really focused on increasing pedestrian safety and making it more walkable. So you see the area right now, you want it to be walkable. When it's more walkable, it's more fun, it's more vibrant. That's what happened in King West to make it really cool with all those restaurants that, and you could do the bar hopping and everything else. It's really going to become a trendy area. They're going to be really focusing on making the buildings really inviting to people that are walkable. So doing a 5 to 10-minute walk here is not going to be a trek because it's lonely or unsafe. They're going to be adding in features to make people wanting to walk into the area. I mean, we already know when builders are building or when cities are building public space, they can't just keep these empty public spaces there because they're lonely. People don't want to be there. So they try to add things to get animation into the area to make it more fun and exciting. They're going to be connecting a lot of the paths in the area. It's really going through a well thought out master plan change. And with Artform and this building, you're getting in the ground floor before all of this happens. It's not a standalone building. They're going to be selling more buildings in the future. Now, I wanted to go through quickly the pricing. Now, let me just pull it up here. So I just want to finalize this. So Artform, here's the building right now. You could see one of the things that we'll note, just like a boutique Yorkville type of building, no stucco, it's all brick, fantastic glass. Going back to the finishes here, one thing that I forgot to mention is that look at these windows. They're all striking and big one-piece windows. These things are not cheap. These things are double glazed windows, and you could see not pieces in there, one-piece windows that are going to be bringing in a lot of light. The floor plans are really nicely done. Now, what they're trying to do and their goal for this development is not to make any space unusable. So I'm just pulling up the floor plans here with me. I'm just switching over to a lot of things right now. Here, let me go back to the floor plans. The floor plans, you could see the floor plans, no wasted space, no dead space, really big windows here. All units will have large balconies, not an inch of wasted space. So this is 657 square feet, but it's going to feel big because there's no hallways that are unusable. They have, it's a 2-bedroom with 2 baths, split layouts. Now, when we're looking at layouts, we could go through this really in depth. I prefer to do it on a one-on-one. So if you have any questions, I'm going to show you how you could book a time with us to book a unit and be able to sign for it. But floor plans are really important. And I feel with the level of finishes that this building has, the level of amenities, how great the floor plans is, it's really going to hold its value, and they're really going to be creating a neighborhood that is going to be a little bit more luxurious than what Mississauga and City Center is. Those buildings are cookie cutter. This is going to be a unique, really well done building that it's going to attract people. And I don't just sell pre-construction. We also sell resale condos. And for all of our investors, if you're not happy with this, we will sell it for you at no listing cost because we really believe that much into the project. But the development, if we go into the different floor plans, and we'll do this on the one-on-one, you could see here that they have a lot of layouts with 2 baths. If you're thinking about which ones are going to be the best investments, we recently did a project called Canopy. You could see our entire allocation here. The average price of the unit was $566. Most people were gravitating towards big and larger suites because they felt that people are going to be upsizing and they wanted a bigger space from downtown. Also, they saw the pricing for these suites in the 600s. There's a lot of size in there, a lot of good floor plans in here. So these are things that we would do in the one-on-one to help you pick the best investment for your budget and what units that we expect will appreciate a lot in value. If you are interested and you want to get a little bit more information and book a one-on-one with us to be able to take from our allocation of units, which will be really significant. We will have guaranteed units in hand and we'll be able to take care of you. Go to this website, write this down, book Brian P. That's bookbrianp.com, and you could book a time with us to be able to go through what units that we have. You could schedule a time with us. I'll do a one-on-one with you to be able to help you figure out. Now, another thing that I should mention, if you see a suite that you like and you've already been through the floor plans, go to our online worksheet submission tool. It's inside torontocondos.com/worksheet. And you could actually submit a worksheet to hold a unit right now. When we get our allocation, we'll be like, John, Betty, this is the best unit that fits your price point. This is the price per square foot. This is the view. We'll do all of that online with you, be able to help you out. Now, a little bit about the services that we provide our investors. If you Google Brian Prasad Condo Insiders Club, you'll see the level of services that we provide. We're in this with you as a partner for your success to be able to make you earn a really great return. So we will property manage and find a tenant for you for 1 year. We'll screen the tenant, we'll check their background, we'll check their credit, we'll call their previous landlords, we'll check if their job is actually legit. We'll do all of that and manage that tenant for 1 year at absolutely no cost. If you don't like the unit or you choose to profit and just get your money out right away, we think that this is going to be a long-term play with this master plan community. We do encourage our investors to stay within the project, but if you choose to sell it, we will sell it for you at no listing cost. It's something that we do provide our investor clients. We'll help you with all the paperwork and everything else. I wanted to go into the deposit structure and why I think that this investment is going to be a really good one. And deposit structures are important for investors because it really helps determine what your return on investment is going to be. It's $5,000 on signing, the balance to 5% in 30 days, and that's it for 2020. Nothing else, just 5% in 2020. And you know that this builder is going to be increasing the pricing for their future phases. So putting in 5% in 2020, they're going to be increasing the prices more than 5% by the end of this year on the additional phases that they're going to be doing. You're going to earn more than 100% on your money on that first 5%. The next 5% is in 2021, and the next 5% is in 2022. So that's 5% over 3 years, and the final 5% on occupancy. And the reason why this is important, this is why people invest in pre-construction condos, because they know that the market goes up more than 5%. So if we look that in the area right now, average resale condo prices have gone up 19.4% according to the Toronto Real Estate Board. So they've been going up more than your 5% deposit you're going up. They went up 20% in the area because a lot of people, again, what I was mentioning earlier, the work from home movement is moving people from downtown further out so they could get more space. And they're seeing how cheap the 905 is, and they're selling their expensive real estate in Toronto and moving down here. So that's why 19.4% really ride that wave of the 905 price growth. The average price increase in the area for rents is up 10.2%. And I really find that there's the quality of buildings, of the newer buildings in Mississauga, is not at the level that we see in Toronto. So having a really good high quality building will actually allow you to command higher rents than what you could than a normal building. So the rent per square foot will be higher. The reason why I know this is because for our clients in our property management arm of our company, we rent out basement apartments, we rent out upstairs of houses. And for basement apartments, we take the time to renovate it properly, just like they do in those HGTV TV shows. And we put high quality finishes. where someone on the same street will be getting $800 a month, we could get $1,400 a month by building good product. And no one is ever in the area got those kinds of rents. We get high rents because we build really good quality stuff. And I'm really seeing a demand from tenants and being very picky about things to be able to tap into that. So I think Artform has those fundamentals to allow you to attract those high rental or high class kind of rental people in the area, especially because in the neighborhood, UTM is right around the corner, University of Toronto, Mississauga. A lot of international students come there, and their folks want to either buy them really nice real estate or want to rent a place that's not on campus, not on a dorm, not in a frat house. And there's definitely a huge need for student rentals in the area for this. So you're tapping into the jobs and the student rentals, and the work from home movement that's coming in there. And I see a lot of questions are piling in. What is the process to buy? And well, I guess the process to buy is that right now we've received allocations from the builder, guaranteed allocations. So what we'll do is we'll help you choose what the best unit is for you. If you see a floor plan that you like, let's go through it together, and we'll be able to submit this order to get the unit guaranteed. We'll be able to hold it for you, and during that time, you get the sign for it, and then you have the 10-day cooling off period. But at least you're securing the unit at the day one pricing. And it's going to sell really quickly. Like, let me give you an example of the same marketing team behind this project was marketing this project called Westport. And I wanted to show you how quickly this project sold. This market in this price point is selling really quick. So this is kind of off the cuff, but I want to show you how things sell. So because we're specialists in pre-construction, we have every single price list of every single condo building in the city, and we keep records of them. So taking a look at the Westport, which is down the Huron-Ontario LRT line, same deposit structure, really attractive. Look at the units that were launched in day one. You can see there was one unit for $496 and a whole bunch under 600,000, under 700,000. 3 weeks later, look what the pricing was. Nothing under 629. Flash forward to this past weekend. And this is what the current pricing is as of this weekend. So we saw units for 629. This is what's left. All units over 800,000. And if we look here, they're low floors, so they're not the most ideal units, so you don't get the best selection. And this is what we're going to save you from. You can't, if you go to the builder right now, you won't be able to purchase this because the builder has given us the allocations. So you would have to go later on when after we get it, and at that point, the builders would have increased the pricing, or the units that you like are not going to be available. So this is the benefit of working with us. We get it at the best possible availability and the best possible pricing. I see some more questions coming in. Which one's the best unit under 600,000? I think this is more for a one-on-one. We'll be able to go through it with you. Oh, the maintenance fees. Haha. Yeah, I didn't cover that. And what the parking cost is going to be. Okay, let me go through that right now with you. Let me just pull it up. So the price list, I'm going to be pulling it up right here. Oops, here we go. So the maintenance fees with all those amenities, yes, only 58 cents a square foot. Parking, is 40,000. They actually have this stacker system. So if you wanted to buy stack parking, it's 23,000. How much? These are the locker costs. That occupancy is going to be spring of 2024. Let me see further questions here. Could you please explain about the parking and lockers for the 2B units? So Rock is adding, oh, there's no audio from that guy. Oh man, okay. We definitely want the audio. Thanks for letting me know. No sound from the video. I don't know how to make that happen. It's really interesting. Okay, well, any case, he said that the audio from, he was saying that he looked at the flooring and he looked at when the sunlight hit the floors and to see what the color change was. That's how meticulous he was with his flooring choices. He looked at the pink colors and he wanted to see how the light hit it and how it changed. So there's real great attention detail for it. That's what he was mentioning. I'll share the video a little bit later. Can you explain the parking locker offers? We'll do that on the one-on-one and we'll be able to help you out, Rock, and I'll be able to go through that with you. So I promise to get this done before 8 o'clock. What I suggest that we do, folks, is go to my calendar, book a time with us at bookbrianp.com. Go to my calendar, book a time, and we'll be able to go through it with you, be able to schedule a time where we'll be able to go through this one-on-one and pick the best floor plans for you. The views, some people are asking about the views. I'll show you quickly the views because I want to get people out of here. I promise I'd be able to do this before 8 o'clock. Here's the views. So if you get high enough on the 17th floor, you will be able to see the lake. This is a north view, so all trees and a lot of residential in the area, so you will have really great views of it because of all of that. And just around the site, there is a little river, so it's going to look really, really great. So thank you again, really appreciate it. And if you have any questions, reach out to us. Take care, folks. And remember, keep your eyes open when you're closing that deal. Take care. Have a good one.